carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are found in foods such as pasta, um, bread, potato, soft drinks, uh, any type of sweet things such as chocolate and candy. All of these things contains a high amount of carbohydrates. So if I were to look at a carbohydrate, the molecule, and this is going to be a lot confusing or not so much depending on how much you pay attention to this slide. Um, all I want you to know is that carbohydrate is made up of the element C, which represents carbon, H, which represents hydrogen, and O, which represents oxygen. Also, they are, whenever I'm going to talk about how a carbohydrate looks like, the basic structure that I'm going to use is this. So anytime you see this structure, know that that is a sugar, a simple sugar rather, and it represents a carbohydrate. That's all for this slide. When sugar molecules come together, or any units come together, they are forming what is called a polymer. So if I were to do this, I am making a polymer because I am bringing together many repeating units. And this is many repeating units of sugar. This is a sugar. This is a sugar. So many repeating units are called a polymer. We're going to look at exactly what type of polymer we have when we're combining many types of sugar later on in this lesson. Carbohydrates are named based on the end part of, or we add a prefix to this word, saccharides. And whenever we have one sugar, or one sugar molecule, we call this a monosaccharide. As you can see, there's just a single unit of sugar. Whenever two sugar molecules come together, we have a disaccharide, two sugar. And whenever we have many sugar molecules coming together, we have what is called a polysaccharide, many sugar. So a monosaccharide is one sugar, a disaccharide is two sugar, and a polysaccharide is many sugars. Whenever we have just a single sugar or two, this is referred to as a simple sugar because it's just a very simple molecule. Whenever we have many sugar molecules come together, we have what is called a complex sugar. An example of a simple sugar is glucose. An example of a complex sugar is starch. So simple sugars are made up of one or two sugar molecules. Complex sugar are made up of many sugar molecules. So simple sugars are found in foods such as your table sugar, brown sugar, corn syrup, honey, molasses, soft drinks, candy, and so forth. These are very sweet tasting things. When the sugar is simple, it causes food to taste a bit sweet. So all simple sugar are made up of just one or two sugar molecules. And they're the quickest source of energy. So if you're feeling a little bit tired, you're feeling a little bit dizzy or lightheaded because you haven't eaten all day, it is good to basically take something that table sugar will work perfectly fine. Just take a spoonful of table sugar and you have kind of a quick energy source. I'm iffy if I want to go into this, but if something is simple like that and something is complex like that, what do you think would be easier to break so you can release the energy? This diagram here, it's easy to break apart these two molecules, whereas these here, you have to break so many molecules before you can release the energy. So just logically, simple sugar releases the quickest source of energy. Now, complex sugar, they are long polymers of sugar molecules, and examples are starch and cellulose, and they give larger amount of energy. Now, energy is measured in calories, and I'll use CAL for that. And they help, or they're found, sorry, in green vegetables. They're found in whole grain food such as oatmeal and pasta, or bread that is made with whole grains, and starchy foods such as potatoes, sweet potato, corn, pumpkin, beans, lentils, and peas. All these foods are very complex carbohydrates, which means that it will take a longer time for your body to break them down. However, they give the largest amount of energy.